This is obviously April 30th. It's a very, very powerful day because today all over the globe is Black Unity Day. In my class earlier in Black History, we talked about what's happening right now in Burkina Faso. So Burkina Faso, if anybody doesn't know, Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso, they're all connected countries. And we're controlling our own minerals, we're controlling our own resources. And Burkina Faso, why are they after him? Because guess what he did? He not only kicked all of the France out and everybody else, but he also has his own car. Burkina Faso has an electric car that's just like Tesla, but it actually same amount of mileage, 300 kilometers. They also bought all of the construction materials, so now they're building their own buildings. They're building everything. Everything is Black owned and built. That's why, and gold. They got all kinds of gold, and he also nationalized the gold. Therefore, people have a hand in that, and the oil as well. And so you have to see what's happening in Burkina Faso. And so what they've done is they try to coup. April 16th, they tried to coup. They went in, and and you have to look here in the United States. We have about $70,000 a year. That's our GDP per capita. That means that's what each person generates, about 70,000 a year. But in Burkina Faso, it was about $800 a year. Could you imagine that? $800? That's a couple dollars a day that you have to live on and eat. School supplies, whatever have you. So that's why these people are taking over their country. So what's happening right now is people all over Africa. And right now, I just got a call this morning in Chicago. They got like 4 blocks blocked off. And they're demonstrating right now saying this, keep your hands off of Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger. We're supporting you. Here in LA, I haven't really got an idea of if they're doing anything like Mert Park or whatever have you, but our conscience level is really low here. But anyway, I want to mention that to you. It's a very powerful day. Another powerful thing about today is we have a very powerful brother that's here today that's going to be speaking to you. I've known brother Otis Kid. This brother that we're about to introduce today, this brother has actually been a good friend of mine. I've known him for, I don't know, 15, 18 years or something like that. It's been many years. And he's always been a very, when we've had things going on in our community, demonstrations or issues, this brother's always been there. When we had the FIBA Center right there on Crenshaw and Slauson, this brother was right there doing whatever he could to try to help save it. And then we ended up losing it, but this brother was actually one of the brothers that was there. And I know the brother will go into his situation. I know the brother's a business owner, and so he's going to be dealing with business and entrepreneurship with you guys, but not just his own entrepreneurship, but he's also going to be trying to incite some things in you, because you guys are just not here just to get a job, or just to learn something to get a job. You guys, hopefully, you guys will be business owners, land owners, and you guys will be movers and shakers, okay, for tomorrow. And so that's what we got here. But before I even come up to introduce him, I want to introduce 2 people. We have our Brothers of Garvey president, and we also have our vice president. Can you guys come up here, please? Give it up. So we got brother Chance, and we also got brother Logan right here. And then we also have brother culture and information, brother Cameron. Can you come on up here, brother? And brother Cameron always gives us an update on not only what's happening in as far as culture, but also sports as well. Because this brother right here, I always say he's going to be probably a sports attorney in the future. He's going to represent some of the ballers of tomorrow, So that's what I see, because that's the type of talent he has, that debating talent. And I think he's cool, even though he's a LeBron fan. He's still cool with me anyway, But you want to share something with us, brother, today? You got some information you want to share?
I'm just going. Hello, I'm Cameron, and I wanted to share with y'all what happened in the NBA world today. First of all, the Celtics beat the Magic in a 4-1 sweep. Last game was 120-89, and then the Pacers and the Bucks went heated in the last couple of minutes. Pacers ended up winning the whole series 4-1, 119-118. And the Warriors are unfortunately up 3-1 versus the Rockets. It's 109 to 106. The Pistons and the Knicks, the Pistons were expected to lose today, but they actually came back and won 106 to 103, and now the series is 3-2 heading back into game 6. The Clippers and the Nuggets, it's played good all game long. The Nuggets eventually ended up pulling away 131 to 115, and now the series is tied at 3-2. The Lakers and the Timberwolves are at 3-1 Timberwolves, with the last game being 116 to 113. And finally, the games today are the Rockets and the Rockets and the Warriors play at 4:30, and the Timberwolves and the Lakers play at 7. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, my brothers. All right. Further ado, we're going to go ahead and invite. Let's give Brother Otis Kidd a warm black hand.
All right.
Welcome, brother.
Thank you for having me, brother. Brothers. I brought y'all a little something. Now, I got y'all's attention. That's what that was for. To wake up the class and wake up the consciousness to let you guys know, yeah, it's stinging. It's supposed to. It's supposed to, young brothers. Okay, but you got stay with me on this. We don't want to concentrate on that. That was an attention grabber to wake up consciousness. And that's what I'm here today for, is to wake and shake up your consciousness. Okay? When Tabiti was just talking about myself being in business and everything, that's great. That's wonderful. I had some success with business, and I will go through my stuff a little bit later. But what I would like to do right now is talk to you guys about what it is that you might want to do with your lives. That's what's mostly important to me. I've had my run, and now it's you guys' turn. So the reason why I'm talking to you guys about that is because a lot of times as young people, as you are right now, we don't know. We don't know. Our parents may tell us we want to do this, or you should go do this, or you should go do that, because that's what they've experienced, and that's their reality. But you as young people coming into this new world, you need your own ideas. So I'm just going to go around the room and with a show of hands and get some ideas of what some of you guys might be interested in. How about you, brother? What do you think that you might be interested in as you get older?
It was always my dad's dream for me to go in the NBA.
That was your dad's dream for you to go to the NBA? Okay, that's good. Let me ask you this. What are the avenues you think that you may have to take to get to the NBA? I'm going to get to you, brother.
What do you mean, like?
Avenue means like, what do you think you're going to have to do to make it to the NBA from right here to when it comes time to you to get to the NBA? What do you think that it is you're going to have to do?
Probably work harder in my games that I play right now.
Okay, hold on to that thought. Talk to me, brother. What was yours?
I would want to be a professional NFL player or NBA player.
Professional NFL, so similar to this brother right here, okay? Talk to me.
I would want to be a professional NFL player.
So we got a lot of sports going on. I'm hearing a lot of sports. Talk to me, brother. What about yourself?
I want to go to the NFL, and if that doesn't work out, probably I want to be like an announcer and an analyst for like the NBA, and maybe like a sports agent.
Okay, that's beautiful. All you guys have wonderful ideas. Go ahead, brother. Talk to me.
I want to play in the NBA when I get older.
Okay, so I'm hearing a lot of sports stuff. A lot of sports stuff. Anything outside of sports? Talk to me. Designer, beautiful. Go ahead, talk to me. Technician. What kind of technician? Technology. Because see, the technical field is a wide range of things that you can touch in the technical fields, as well as some of the innovation and ideas that you guys have had about the sports. But sports is very, very difficult, and that's not a discouraging thing. But you have to have a plan about anything that you want to do. What about you, brother? Did you have an idea what you want to do with yourself?
Yes.
What's that?
I would like to be a baseball player.
Baseball player. Okay, so pretty much most of the room is focused on athletics. Go ahead, brother.
I had another idea I wanted to say.
Go ahead, speak it out.
I wanted to be an air traffic control.
Air traffic controller. Okay, now, beautiful. Here's what I want you guys to think about right here, right now. And this is the most important thing. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you something and I'm going to take it away from you. Okay? I'm going to give you some knowledge and insight on what some of these things that you guys said you want to do. I'm going to give you that. But what I'm going to take away from you is the ability to say that you didn't know. So you can't never get out there and say, if I woulda, coulda, shoulda. Because today I'm going to give it to you so you can't say you didn't know. Most of the things I heard, with the exception of a few things, was all centered around sports. I played sports. I played basketball. I thought I was pretty good. I wanted to go to the NBA too. Okay? You got kids from all over this country and now abroad, coming from all over the world to come after you guys' dreams in your backyard. So I asked the young man earlier, how you gonna get there? What's gonna make you more separate than the kid from Croatia, the kid from Africa, the kid from China? What's gonna make you more different? Determination and hard work, but he got determination and hard work too. What happens when you blow out a knee? What happens when that coach or that general manager don't like you for whatever reason? What happens? Talk to me.
Because you're probably not doing good, or like they want to kick you off a team.
Okay, there's a lot of different things that could go on. What were you going to tell me, brother?
You should just keep grinding.
Okay, see, all of those things are wonderful. It's wonderful to hear young minds talk about putting in that type of work to get after your dreams. But here is the reality of it. Do you guys know what reality is?
Yeah.
Talk to me. Do you guys know what reality is?
Yeah.
Okay, the reality of it is, if we got 20 guys in this room, we'll be lucky if we get one. That's how tough it is. We'll be lucky if we get one. Maybe 3 or 4 of you guys may play Division I sports. Now, that's not to discourage you. What that is to give you a dosage of reality. Reality.
There were 1 million black boys last year that wanted to play in the NBA. Of that million, only 400,000 will even make it to play high school ball. Of that 400,000, only 4,000 will be able to make it to play college ball. Of that 4,000, only 35 will make it to the NBA. Of that 35, only 7 start. And the average life in the NBA is 4 years. So the real problem is we have 1 million brothers looking for 7 full-time jobs the last 4 years. And yet last year we had 100,000 jobs available to be a computer programmer, engineer, or doctor, and only 1,000 brothers qualified. So our appeal to black males is to realize the odds. That you do most will be that you do best. I mean, we were the first doctor, not Hippocrates, Imhotep. So we have the ability either in math or science or music and sports. But that you do most will be that you do best. If you play basketball from 3 o'clock to 9 o'clock, you'll be a very good basketball player. If you went home and went to the library, you'd be a very good scholar. We need more black male role models that will encourage our youth in math and science.
Ishmael.
So now here's what I want to interject to you guys right here, right now. What about a plan? What about having procedures and thought patterns about how we want to get after our dreams? So if that percentage is 3%, let's be in that 3%. How do we do that? That's what's important and what a lot of us are lacking. That's what I'm giving you and what I'm taking back from you, so that you can't say you didn't have a plan or you didn't understand this was something that I needed to do what it is that I need to do. Okay, here's my suggestion, and you guys could take it from any way you want to. 1, find somebody that's playing sports, football, baseball, basketball, 3 different guys. Because you say that's what you want to do. So why not find somebody, this guy's a forward, this guy's a guard, this guy's a center, and talk to them. Maybe go watch them play. Maybe go to practice and see what it is that they're doing. Now you're going to find out, here comes the reality part of it. Is what he's doing enough to get him to the pros? Having access to a professional basketball player probably going to be a little tough, but you can reach a high school guy. You can reach a college guy. And follow them around. 3 different ones. Not the same guy, because you don't know what his story is going to be. His story is going to be different from yours as well as yours. But 3 different guys will give you 3 different stories on how and what their journey was to get to where they are. That is important, young guys. That is important. Because what if you find out you don't want to work as hard as that? What if you find out that your skill sets are not good enough to participate at that level? Then what? Maybe this is not for me. Talk to me. But the guys, you got guys all over the world just practicing and training their body to do what you want to do. And that's not a discouraging thing. What we're trying to do right now is shake up the consciousness so that you guys will understand that it's not only sports that you guys should be aiming your goals for. That's not the only thing. Talk to me, son.
I was at my uncle's fraternity, and then a college player, a lineman from USC, came and talked to us about his hard work and his skill set, and he thought he wasn't gonna make it, but now he thinks he's gonna go to the NFL.
Okay, and see, we want to all think that our dreams are possible, and nobody wants to come in here and discourage you from your dreams. That is the last thing on my mind. I wish every last one of you guys could get every bit out of whatever it is that you want to do. But the reality, which we talked about just a second ago, is the percentages are this low. Okay? It's this low. So you guys have to have other options. You have to think about other avenues to travel. That's why I'm telling you, reach out to 3 different people. Ask them, can I come and follow you around? Can I come into practice? Can I come see you train? And then ask yourself, is this the way I want to do things? Am I capable of doing this? Because what you going to do when the coach start yelling at you? Are you going to say, man, I don't want to do this. I don't like the way he gets down with me. What you going to do when you find out that the guy that's from Chicago is outworking you and now you don't make the team? What you going to do next? Because your whole mindset was, I'm coming in here to be on this team. But if you look at the many different options that you young folks have, you can tap into other things and you can be successful. I heard one guy talk about something outside of sports. Sports, like this young man said about being in the technical field. The technical field goes from A to Z. You could touch all kind of different things in the technical field. Same thing in sports. You don't just have to be the athlete in front of the camera. You can be behind the scenes. You could be the actual dude operating the camera. Very lucrative field. They make a lot of money. You could be the dude that's producing the sporting event that's on television. So what I'm saying to you guys now to try to get you guys to understand is there's a wide range of things that you can do. Don't limit yourselves to just one aspect to be able to travel. The avenues are like this, but you got to ask yourself. One of you guys told me that my dad, I think it was you, told me my dad wants me to play ball. That was you? That was you. That said my dad wants me to play pro ball. So you're saying, okay, dad wants me to do this, and it's in your heart, you want to do it, you feel you're a good ball player and everything, but anything can happen. What would be the fallback plan? Air traffic controller. So how would you get into a position to find out if air traffic control is something that you really want to do?
Probably try a simulator.
What you need to do is knock on some doors and open up your computer and scan and find some people in that field. That's important, guys, because they're going to tell you what it is that they go to. That's that reality thing that I was just sharing with you guys. They're going to tell you what it is to be an air traffic controller or a technician or an engineer or a scientist or a doctor. Those are the things that are going to be important for you guys' future moving forward. You guys, these young minds in here right now, you guys are going to be up against robotics, AI technology. That's a game changer. Just like those cell phones that you guys all see. When I came along and Tabidi and my brother right here, we didn't have them. So you guys might think cell phones were always here. We didn't have them. They became game changers, okay? And it changed the way that we stroll through life. AI technology will do the same thing to you guys. So you guys have to embrace the challenges of being able to expand yourselves out to look at other things that you want to get into.
What's the average life in the NBA players? What's the average?
4 years.
4 years. Wow.
4 years. 4 years is the average lifespan of an NBA career. And it take us 5 years after that to go broke.
To go broke.
Easy numbers game. I do it like this. You make $5 million 2.5 of that gone. You got agent fees, probably another 50 of that gone. You got your dues. A lot of people don't know we got dues for the MBPA.
So
yeah,
what?
you got dues. So everybody put their money in the pot. So you figure you got 450 NBA players. I think the dues is 15 to 20 grand a year. Everybody put it in the pot. That's how we able to get our health care and all of that type of
Know that.
Then you got your personal staff. Financial
yeah.
advisor is probably 1%. Agent at a high number is gonna get 4%.
Right.
But you can negotiate from 1 to 4.
Okay.
So before you look up, you probably at 1.5 million off of 5 with nothing. And these Benzes that we keep talking about in these mansions, these girlfriends and these Chanel bags. Before you know it, you not a millionaire no more.
Right.
You a high thousandaire. On paper, you can tell you I'm a millionaire.
Right.
In real life, a lot of that pie gone.
Now I want you guys to ask me some questions. Throw something back at me. Give me something to work with. Show me some hands. Who want to talk? What do you guys say, brother?
You wanted to play in the NBA?
Yeah. Yeah. And I thought I was good enough. I thought I was good enough until I went up against these cats. He's better than me. And I had to accept that. Go ahead, brother.
Did you have a backup plan when you were younger?
Yeah, my dad was a trucker. And he wanted me to be a trucker. I didn't want to be a trucker. Okay? I didn't know what I wanted to do until I got out here into the real world. There's that reality thing again. And reality said, boom. And then you start knocking on doors and people start telling you no. And a lot of times they tell you no because of this. Okay? Start telling me no. So then I had to get smart. I had to start figuring this thing out because I got tired of hearing no. And I made some adjustments. We'll get back to me. Some more questions. Go ahead, brother.
What is your job currently?
I'm retired now, but I was the number one black-owned landscaper in Los Angeles for 32 years. Right here, I was. Okay, so that's the experience that I was gonna bring to you guys, and we'll talk a little bit about my successes a little bit later on, because I used to be you guys. Trust and believe in. My buddies, same thing. We all wanted to play sports. Talk to me, brother.
How long ago did you retire?
I'm 64 years old. I retired at 50. That was my goal because my son played professional baseball. And I wanted to travel with my son and watch him play baseball. So I had done everything that I could do in business. And God blessed me with the ability to be financially secure so that I could follow my son and watch him play baseball. Talk to me, brother. No, he played international baseball. His name is Marquise Kidd. No, he's retired now too. He played 7 years international ball. He's retired now. But when he retired, he came back and got his master's degree. Now he's working in sports medicine because like you guys, he loves sports. But when his time ran up in baseball, he came back, went to school on his own. I didn't say, hey, son, you need to go back and go to school. He did it on his own and got his master's degree, and now he's working at a college in sports medicine. That's what he does. He works with athletes all day because that's what he wanted to do. Hit me with another one. Go ahead, brother.
If you did, what college did you go to? Or university?
For me or for him?
For you.
I went to a small school, Central Washington University, but it was like an NAIA school, which is down here, okay? And it was fine because it measured off to my talent level. I thought I was good enough to play at North Carolina or UCLA, I thought. But there's a lot of different avenues that I did not take care of to get to those levels. I didn't do the things in the classroom that I should have did. And then I wasn't training as hard enough to take on some of the guys and some of the challenges that I met out there. So it was a learning experience. But I did not let that stop me from becoming a businessman. Talk to me, young brother.
Do you remember what high school you went to?
Crenshaw. I was a Shaw dog. We won the city championship, 79. Talk to me.
When did you stop playing basketball?
At 38.
During college?
No, 38 years old. When I became 38 years old, these old puppies here said enough. So I stopped playing basketball then. But
You played professional?
nuh-uh, I didn't play professional. I played against some professional guys, but I didn't play professional. Go ahead, brother.
What college or university is your son working at now?
He works for Cal Baptist University. He has a very good job. He makes like $65, $70 an hour working with athletes and working with them through some of their issues. Talk to me, young brother.
I play football for Big Time.
Okay, beautiful. You're a Shaw dog. We're glad to know you. Okay, you have your hand up. What you got for me, brother?
Has anyone that you ever known went to MIT?
MIT? I have not personally met anyone from MIT, and that's a good question. MIT is a very, very, very highly regulated technical school, okay? And you get a lot of street cred when you come up out of MIT. You can knock on quite a few doors and they'll open when you come out of an institution like MIT, okay? So if that's something that you want to do, I applaud you. Go for it. That is a wonderful idea and a wonderful thing to want to do. And don't lose that. I applaud you for that. Talk to me, young man.
Sorry, where did your son get his bachelor's degree with himself?
He got his bachelor's degree at Whittier College. Now, Whittier College is considered, it's in the SIAC conference. That's something that you guys probably don't understand. But it's considered the Ivy League of the West Coast. It's the President's College. Obama went to Occidental, which is in their league, and Richard Nixon went to the school that my son graduated from. So it's considered the Ivy League on the West Coast, and he had a 3.9 GPA. My son had a 3.9 GPA. And that's because what he had was focus. He had focus, and he had purpose. Talk to me, young brother. Beautiful. We should all be giving you a clap. Yes. Beautiful. And see, with that 3.84 you telling me about right now, and you want to be an athlete, you keep putting your eyes and your focus on what it is you're doing. You're on the right path right now. Because don't let it be that you can't get into a college because your GPA is too low. Okay? Being a good athlete and a smart athlete, that's a double-edged blade that cuts both ways. Good for you. Talk to me, son. Anything, you know what? We're going to clap for anybody that's maintaining, even if you got a 2.5. As long as you guys are going to school here and you putting in the work, that means you got a chance. So anything over the threes, we're going to clap for it and say that's exceptional. We appreciate it, but we're not going to put the brothers down that's in the twos either. We just want them to be encouraged to get up here with our brothers in the threes. When you guys tell me that you want to play professional sports, what is it about professional sports that turns you guys on? Is it the girls? Is it the money? Is it the being on TV? Let me talk to my man here. What is it about it, brother?
The money.
I'm sorry?
The money.
Okay, stay with that money thing. We're going to come back to that. What is it?
Being on TV.
Being on
I used to
TV.
be an actor.
Okay.
I just like to play.
You just love to play. Beautiful.
I love to play basketball.
You love to play. Beautiful.
It's like a hobby to me.
It's like a hobby. We're gonna touch on hobby too. Talk to me, brother.
I just love to play. I just love to play basketball.
Beautiful. Okay. Talk to me, guys.
I love it and I want to be famous.
You love it and you want to be famous. There's something that comes with fame too. What about you, brother?
When I first started, I didn't really like it, but now I like playing the game. I like being out there. I like hitting people, and also I just like the money that comes with it to like help my family.
Okay. Beautiful. Okay. Let's go back to my brother over here that talked about the money. We're not gonna frown on anybody that wants to make money because money is a tool to be used. Okay. But money cannot be what we lead with. I heard a lot of you guys talk about the passion and the love of the game. That's what's going to get you where you want to go. That's in anything. That's another reason why I'm telling you guys talk to 3 different people. That's not a bad thing. You should want to make money. But money cannot be the reason why you get into this. Because guess what? You get in it for money, then you find out you don't have no heart for it, no love for it. So you want to always love what it is that you're doing because the passion will show in that and then the money will come. It will always come. Okay, so let me talk to you guys a little bit about what I done, how I got to where I am. You guys see these guys cutting your lawns all up and down the street? Yeah. Okay, you see the guys used to cut the lawns up and down the street, the gardeners? Oh, yeah. Okay, well, When I started, I was that guy. I used to cut everybody's line in the neighborhood. When I was y'all's age, I was 9 years old, 10 years old, 11 years old, and I had 25 yards that I was pushing my lawnmower up and down the street. Okay? And one of the things that set me back in my aspirations or moving forward in my business that I grew to love, the prettiest girl in the neighborhood saw me pushing the lawnmower up and down the street and called me a lawn boy. Called me a lawn boy. We'll get back to her.
No.
Go ahead, young man.
Did she like you?
Well, her mother told her, you can't go out with that guy because he's the lawn boy. So they was frowning on the fact that I was independent and making honest money and representing myself and my family. Okay? That's what you, did y'all hear what I just said?
Yes.
Independent, representing my family, and it was honest. I wasn't selling drugs. I wasn't robbing people. I was pushing my lawnmower. But her mother kind of frowned on it. Years later, when her mother seen the success that grew up out of it, she pulled me to the side and told me, I wish my daughter had married you. See how that game switched? The passion that I had for what I was doing, it brought me the success. Young man, it brought me the money because I had a passion for what I did and I was good at it. Okay? I was good at that, you guys. And so what happened was I decided that going up and down the street wasn't where I wanted to be. I wanted to come and take on bigger challenges. I wanted to do what they call commercial building. This building that you guys are in, this is called a commercial building. So I went out and started knocking on doors. And because I look like this, I got told a whole lot of no's. One person gave me a chance, and that opened up the door for many other things. And that's how I got to be the #1 landscaper in Los Angeles. Black owned. There were some bigger than me. There were others, but for black people, I represented us. And I represented us with a lot of pride because I got to the point I would not let anybody call me a gardener. I wanted them to recognize me as a landscaper. That carried a whole lot of tickets with it. Does that make any sense to you guys? Yes. That's about pride, what we're talking about right now. We ain't talking about money. We ain't talking about fame. We're talking about pride. Black pride should be alive with you guys. It should be alive because you guys are the next warriors that's going to step out in front for us. I'm 64 years old. My game is over. My game is dead. It's time for you young brothers to step up to the plate and start recognizing and doing what you're supposed to do. 4.0, 3.8, all of that. That's good stuff. You guys got to keep it up. You guys want to be the next generation of athletes. They got kids coming from all overseas to say, I'm going to stop this young one over here. I'm going to stop this one. I'm going to stop this one. You got to rise to the occasion and say, that's not going to happen. But you got to keep on doing what you're doing right now. So when people like myself come to talk to you guys, take some of this in. Take some. You're not going to remember everything I said to you guys, but take some of this stuff in, man, because trust and believe one day you're going to be the brother that's standing up here. You're going to get the opportunity. This does my heart good to come and speak to you guys. Tabidi asked me, he said, kid, will you come and talk to my students? I said, yes. It is my honor and my privilege to come and talk to you guys because I used to be you guys. I used to sit in them same chairs and be looking out the window saying, what I'm going to do tomorrow? And then the world of reality showed up. So in closing, I'm not going to stay up here and run my mouth too much longer. You guys have been a wonderful audience. I really appreciated the participation. I'm really overwhelmed with knowing how many of you guys are doing, and I don't expect any less from you guys being here. You're at an institution right here, at this school right here, that's the expectations are this high for you guys to succeed. So these dreams that you guys have about being athletes, why not? Why not? But don't let that be the only thing that you guys have your eyes set on, because sports is a tough business to get into. Trust and believe. Okay? I wrote something down the other day, and I'm going to leave you guys on this. I wrote this down the other day. I put this out there like this. It says, I stand on the side of right, and I let right fight my fight. Okay? Thank you guys for having me. Thank you.
Everybody, front.